Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Donna, aka Mrs. Uncommon 64. I'm trying to catch up on a lot of things. This week coming, we're going out of town, so I wanted to get some videos out this week. And when we return, I'll probably be a few days late. I know I haven't been on a steady schedule with putting up videos right now. Like I said, trying to work a full-time job that really keeps you busy on a level of just maintaining your concentration of keeping your temperament and tolerance down to a level where you can deal and do your job right. It's just a lot of hiccups in between, but I wanted to do a book review. I had mentioned I had purchased one of Jennifer Clouston's books, and then I went and purchased another one. So I have two of her books. And these two, I went through them, and I will show you. Right now you see the books I previously had purchased a year or two back. And they were the only two embroidery books. Now, one thing I can say about Jennifer Clouston, and I'm not affiliated nor sponsor by any means of her channel or her herself, but I like the way she takes stitches and mixes and matches, and using, if it's a straight stitch, if it's a feather stitch, if it's, something else, she mixes and matches. And I know there's one or two other individuals that do that. And I like that because that's, to me, gives us the freedom to choose how we want to approach our designs. So I did not pick up or purchase her books to be like copying exactly what she does, but it gives me an idea on other stitches that I want to incorporate and make it a whole different look when I start doing stuff. So one of my first books was the Embroidery Stitch Bible by Betty Barden. So this is one of the books. I know it was recommended. I think Sarah Humphrey Embroidery had used this book, and again, I'm not associated or affiliated with her channel or with her or any kind of level. So I got this and I found it helpful because it gives you, different pictures. It gives you how to do it and stuff like that. Then I found the Mary Thompson's Dictionary of Embroidery Stitches. It gave you a little bit more extra, and pretty much they're the same in a way. And sometimes the stitches may not have the same name, but they're the same stitches. It's just the way who printed, when this was printed out, when they did their first, second, third edition, whatever editions. Some names change, but you're still working the same stitch. But I like the detailing of the pictures and everything else. Now these two, the very first one I bought was the Foolproof Freeform embroidery book. And I thought, okay, oops, sorry, I hit my camera. This is the only book I need. And I do have a glare here, so let me see if I can take a glare off. Okay, hopefully that'll take off the glare. So I figure, this is the only book I need because it just gives you, the tips and techniques. And she tells you to be, create your own in your own style in that. But I kept looking at this flower embroidery, and I did a lot of research in the past couple of years when I found her channel and everything else. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get the secondary book and incorporate together. Because like I said, she shows, and I'm just, again, it's just going to go through real quick of all the pictures and stuff like that. But what I like about it is, again, she takes and mixes and matches the stitches, matching up as far as, colorize or the stitch itself. She mixes up the thread, she mixes up the different style of stitching and everything else. I do like that. She does give great tips on finding, your threads, the tools you need, the adhesives you need if you need any, the batting, what's best to use for self-adhesive fabrics if you want to do stuff. And there's things that I probably either can't afford or I cannot get through, without online ordering. And I know right now with everything going on, a lot of this online ordering I think is going to have some kind of slowing down sooner or later, and then trying to get back and forth. So I'm just going to take what I can as far as the information she gives and try to substitute or get close to what I actually need for more materials, more threads, more with the needles, and with anything else that I need as far as slow stitching and that. As far as her other two books, pretty much Crazy Quilting is just, for me, it's just like taking different pieces of material, sewing them together and all that. I kind of can figure that out myself. So I don't need to buy a book to tell me how to do it. Eventually, I will be doing or getting to know more of sewing machine embroidery or sewing machine with the stitches and that. Right now, I'm strictly, basically, hand sewn, and that's how I want to be, and I really want to be really free form on everything that I do. So I started to show, or I was working, I just uploaded or will be uploading my video on, and I'll give you a better of my tree. Now I figure I'm going to finish this up. I started this. Now I'm going to try to get this finished and start working on my other projects. And again, I'm going to be taking my time with this. I'll be sharing different videos with you. I'll be sharing shorts. But as you see here, I added some more sequins and beads. I've been adding different style stitching. I've been adding different colors now. I just been putting this to be really a, just a crazy tree. Just a crazy, beautiful tree with all the elements of just having different things on it. So once I get this finished, I will probably teach myself how to frame, or just buy a regular frame and just get it, hung up somewhere and just say, look, I'm proud of what I did. I did this. This is something of just sitting back, relaxing, being mindless of what I'm doing, just having the ability to sit and do this. And that's what I want. And this way it's stress-free for me. I can just sit back, either take some meditation music, sit back, have quietness, sit back, and just do what I need to do. So this, again, is just a brief video of my books. These are the only 4 embroidery books I own and will ever own now. I don't need anything else. I got plenty of videos to follow up if I ever have if I'm stuck somewhere of figuring out how to do the stitches, but I'm pretty much a visual learner, so I can see basically and just put a little twist of my own on it. Everyone have a great day. Take care, and we'll talk soon.